I am here with the most recently evicted house guest, Jonathan. Glow tried to get in, but she's not allowed. Who's here to dish the dirt on Extra Whip now on Big Brother Cheesecake 8 Political Bait. Hello, I'm Andrew Shevsik Moonves. Welcome to Big Brother Cheesecake 8 Political Bait. It's day 74 inside the Big Brother Cheesecake house, and this week Alex is the head of household for the first time in 2 months.
There she is.
He nominated Dustin and Gina for eviction. And at the time of this recording, we do not know yet who has won the Golden Power Veto competition, but for you watching, you will find out what happened in the Golden Power Veto ceremony shortly. But first, we are here with Jonathan, the most recently evicted house guest, along with Corey, Joanne, and Rhonda, who lost her first choice and her third member, Jonathan. Michael can't be here because Pottery Barn is having a sale and he has to go there to help see if they're undercutting his Williams-Sonoma prices. But really, he's just going to sleep with the assistant manager, or as I like to say, the ass manager. But he sends his love. So, Jonathan, this one, I mean, they've been hurting since and Claire, but this one really hurts. So tell us, the first and foremost, will you marry me?
Yeah. All right, I'll put that one on hold.
Why?
Okay.
That's a serious question.
Hey, it wasn't a no. It wasn't a no. I'm going to take it.
Yeah, no,
okay.
I'm not giving you a no. I'm not giving you a no.
Very good. Okay, because I know you live somewhere near massive Two Tits or whatever it's called. You know where Dukakis is from. Got it. Yeah. Michael is the only one here who knows who Dukakis is. But anyway, so tell us, what do you think went wrong this week? You were doing so good the whole game, and then what happened this week?
I think a lot went wrong. Honestly, so much was going on that day, just with the public vote. That was a battle within its own that really took up a lot of my my energy, and it distracted me from certain things. For instance, I noticed that Penny messaged me at 6:50, but I didn't even see it until until the public vote was done. But she said Penny messaged me and was like, I think I might need to vote you out because of how this public vote is looking. She thought that Davey was going to get the public vote and that she didn't want to do a tie, and I didn't even see that. If I did, I wish I assured her no, I'm gonna get these votes. I wish I expressed to her please do not, because I saw it late, and I was just, I don't know, I was not thinking straight at all.
So you believe her when she said she would have voted against Davey if you had actually messaged her back?
That's the thing. It's I don't know. I really believe, I really trusted Penny. She was, I was really thrown off guard by her. Yeah, I mean, now I think that possibly, yeah, I think, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I fully believe her. I think some other, I don't know. I think she had other plans, which I get.
Because as Rhonda said in the extra chat, and it was one of the funniest things she's ever said, it was very on brand for Bloc Québécois to vote each other out, because that's what they do. They want to leave the country, and they also fight with each other, and they can barely win in their own province, and that's the only province they can win in. So it was very on brand. And it's interesting because the Bloc Québécois lost Erica week 1, but just because she quit. You've been together the whole time, and that chat has been active for pretty much the whole season. And then this week, at least Penny, possibly Alex, I can't say, but you've admitted to Penny, has voted against you. And it's do you feel betrayed by the Bloc Québécois or not?
I mean, no, I do think that like Penny made a mistake. I completely get Alex. Like I think Alex made the right choice of voting me out. But I don't think that's the case for Penny. I think she definitely should have kept me, but no, I'm not like I don't feel like I mean, I probably feel the most betrayed by Penny, but I mean, even that, like, I get it.
And I
You
don't
know
want
who all the votes were, though, right? Like Andrew, just because like they had to talk about it for an hour after.
Yeah, I think I know what the vote was. Like, I think it was like Gina and the public vote, and then Gina switched her vote. Against me. At least that's what I'm thinking. That's what they all told me. So like Gina and Penny both like opened like told me afterwards, and Penny was playing like the dumb card, like I didn't know that like I thought we had to wait until the 10 minutes like to switch my vote. Like I would have switched my vote. Like if I knew it was first person like who did it, I would have messaged Andrew, which again I don't know if I believe. So
you're, and I don't want to poop on the Penny train too much, but you're saying that she
yeah,
told
sorry.
you. No, it's okay. You're saying that she told you that she thought she had to wait the full 10 minutes and then revote?
Something along that. Yeah, she said she didn't think it was like whoever switched their vote first. She thought she thought she had to wait.
I mean, on the one hand, it's final six, so she could easily be lying. Or on the other hand,
yeah,
you've seen people not know how to vote in previous seasons, and this season has been all over the place with people not understanding anything. So
right, and I could see myself doing like something like that. So I don't know. Like I still really like Penny, so I'm not like trying to like shit on her, but
what are rules, right, Andrew? What are rules?
I mean, I had to. Yeah, I don't think it really is going to affect anything. I had to tell the person, so I did not explicitly say in the episode that you have to cast your revote or your flipped vote in the format I vote to evict thing. And so somebody didn't vote correctly. And if you negate that, all it does is put your vote back to what it originally was. So I told that person, you voted wrong. You have to vote in the format I vote to evict name. And I did that only because I didn't specify that in the revote you have to vote correctly again. But it's just very on brand for Big Brother Cheesecake that at least once a season, somebody says, I vote for George or whatever. But now leading up to this, so you were right that winning the public vote in its own was like winning a competition. Like that was all day long, back and forth, like Gore versus Bush. It was insane.
That was the most stressful like time.
And you got it. You got it while I was typing. It changed to you. And Rhonda, you like my little fingers? Yeah. Okay. She says I have weird fingers. I don't understand.
They're like look at them.
They're long.
We talked about this. We talked about this on Dick at Night.
And I also have size 16.
Wasn't there a video mailbag where we talked about Dick at Night and your weird fingers?
Yes.
Okay, Andrew, I think you're just giving Jonathan more and more.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I think he's trying to say, "Hey, Jonathan, big hands, big feet."
I know.
Did you see him light up when
you guys are?
Damn.
Jonathan, they're all pervs, all of them, but me. I'm not.
Oh, bullshit, girl.
So you worked really hard. Like that was just like to me that was amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you. And like I was bringing anyone I could. Like I brought the Dick at Night family into it. Like you guys all like everyone came in. But so again, like that just took up most of my time. Like that, like I couldn't like it really like. My mind was just like so all over the place.
Andrew, did you just say that you voted to keep him?
No, Kat voted to keep him.
Oh, Kat voted. I'm like, you can't vote to do anything. You did not. Lies.
So
I know. I even messaged Kat. Like I was so desperate, but like I so appreciate the support.
Hey, in public votes like that, that's what you have to do. You have to go through and that shows you're at least trying, right? Like. Andrew's had some evictions and polls where people just, whatever, I'll see what happens. But it's like, at least you were trying. You mentioned Dick at Night. So I think it's like, me and Miranda both know you from, Dick at Night, video mailbag. It's funny, when it came to drafting, it was we talked back and forth which one of us was going to get you.
I told him, yeah, I messaged Jonathan and told him that story that I'm like, Corey, I really want Jonathan first. So if you go before me, can I have him? Are you okay with that?
that I was very like touched by that. I appreciate it.
You should also be extremely proud for how far you made it, because both me and Rhonda were newbies going into this. I mean, knowing Andrew and people that have played, we had a little bit more background than I think some new people did going into it. But that was the first org. Like, we've only ever played one org, and it was season 6. So we totally understand how hard this game can be for someone that has really no idea. Like, you have no idea what you're getting into, and
no.
I went in at 47 years old, and I came out at 104.
Yeah.
Almost 105, Rhonda.
Yeah.
Almost 105.
So you ended up with 117 votes against Davey after it was all done. You still won, but 117 against Davey to 105 against you. So you actually won by 12 in the end. And
wow.
I also see Karen voted against Davey and Amethyst voted against Davey from season 6. Zaki voted against Davey, which Davey actually used against you in his speech to say if jurors are voting to keep Jonathan, that's
funny. Some of those votes, I'm pretty sure some of those people were saying they wanted the vote to go to Davey. So I'm wondering if some people change votes for the potential of Brock.
Tom also voted to keep you. Hey Dick.
Yes.
Here. Beautiful Kelowna, British Columbia, Canada.
The video filmmakers come in clutch.
Local hamburger joint, Burger King. Where I want to see how much beef is in these patties. Okay.
No, today it was their out of crispy chicken at the KFC.
It's for a limited time only, and he got 8 extra pieces, so he's happy.
Oh.
Joanne and Tom are the new showmans of Big Brother Cheesecake.
No.
So Jonathan,
no.
who were you really tight with? Because it seemed like, I mean, obviously you didn't have power. We don't need to get into it, but I totally understand what that's about. But I mean, you had been on the block several times, but it seemed like your relationship were your biggest asset. Because it seemed like no matter when you were in trouble, it seemed like you had good enough relationships to get yourself out of trouble.
I tried. I was trying to make people feel good with me. That's because I knew that these comps, I knew pretty early on that I was going to be struggling big time. So I was trying to just really focus on my social game, but Glow was my ride or die from the very beginning, like that.
How did you hook up? How did you guys link up? Your side of the story.
Let's ask her. No,
yeah. So I don't even know.
I saw Joanne. Joanne was like.
She messaged me first, and she immediately we got in a video call one of the very first days, and it was over 2 hours long.
Oh, so who has 2 hours time for that?
I know, no, literally, I
us
didn't even have
Wednesday was Zaki.
What was it?
She said it was time for that, and I'm like, remember us last Wednesday was Zaki, last Thursday. Anyway.
I find though that it wasn't really 2 hours with Zaki though, because I love him, but I find sometimes it takes him 10 minutes to get a sentence out because there's a dramatic pause after each word. So I feel like the dialogue, it's not that much. When you watch an episode of Gilmore Girls, it's literally how are you? Oh, we're gonna go for coffee. Oh, I
did a lot of the talking, so don't. Yeah, a lot of it was me.
Yeah. Oh.
Anyway, Jonathan, see, look, you gotta interrupt us because we go on tangents.
I know. I'm bad at doing that.
He's too polite. Okay, go back to Glow.
To vote for you.
Yeah, so Glow. So you guys got in that 2 hour message, and then that was it. You guys were
okay, yeah. So we pretty much clicked right after that. I love Glow. I just loved her personality. Just something about her. I don't know. We really clicked right away. Now it did get scarier when it came later on in the game to be Glow's number one, because she was putting me in a lot of positions. You know, she created like at least like 4 3-way alliances with me in it with her, like with like 2 different people. Like it was so that was just, you know, it got a lot. It became a lot working with her. I still like loved her, and I still like knew that she wouldn't be going after me. But I mean, when it came down between her and Zach, I mean, her and Zach were my, like, those were my two. If I could have like, if I could have had any power control, I would have wanted to go to the end with Zach and Glow.
So did you actually click with Glow, or did Glow just tell you that we're clicking and you just went along with her?
No, I think I actually clicked with Glow. I really liked Glow, honestly. Like I mean, and we had those conversations like that. Like that was on like the first day or whatever. But like after that, like we were just talking so often, and like it just felt I felt very comfortable talking to her. I don't know. I like that was very like. Jenny, I do think that we clicked. I mean, I love Glow.
So speaking of power, how come you're the first person since the Thursday twist rules were updated in season 6? You're the first person to say no to the Pringles party and then get drawn and then be blacklisted. How come when 5 out of 6 were good, did you
I don't know.
Say no?
That was really stupid of me. I definitely, I definitely would have. I wouldn't have done that if I could have done that all over again. I don't know. I was really like, for some reason, I just had a really bad feeling that I was gonna get that poop veto. Like I kept thinking it. So I was like, all right, if I really think that this is gonna happen, I'm just gonna play it safe. So I did, and like I don't know, I definitely don't think that was a good move.
Do you remember what you would have picked?
I don't, honestly, because I know I picked jalapeno from the beginning.
Yeah, and which Kendra ended up giving her solitary confinement, and then I checked, you stopped after that. You were saying no after that.
Yeah.
But did you get scared about that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like the one that you always had was bad, and you're just like, oh my god, and freak out, and then you just didn't.
Yeah, like I just didn't feel like luck was. I don't know. I had a bad feeling that like that luck wasn't going to be on my side.
For whatever reason, did not. Man, like Corey had to explain. Our season was hockey pucks, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yep. Okay, Corey had to explain that shit to me so many times. He's like, Rhonda, just say yes and pick up the puck, and I'm like, what? I don't get it. For whatever reason, like that just like escaped me. Like I don't know why, because I totally get it now. I'm like, duh. I think it was because it was like when it's food related, I understand things better.
Oh, that's true. No, that's a good point. Yeah.
Right? I'm like, oh, I get this. It's food related.
Well, you did win a veto, which 3 people still in the game still haven't done. So, and 2 of them haven't won anything.
Yeah.
So that's good. I mean, granted,
congratulations. I had no wins at your point. By your point, my only win came at the very, very end. I mean, it was a big win, but like, winning something is a big deal.
You said you said earlier that you like realized like I don't know, like the comps weren't your thing, or like you're like, what about them though? Because like you've done your confessionals. You said that to Michael as well, like, just like stupid mistakes or silly mistakes that you thought that you made.
So a lot of it like was like with those live competitions, like the nerves did get the best of me on a lot of those. I don't know, like I just on the spot I like panic and it doesn't go well. And I think a lot of it too was like, just an experience like playing like just playing something like this. Like you said, I think one of you guys like mentioned on one of the extra whips about like Dustin, and like I do think that a reason a big reason why Dustin has been winning so much is because he's played before. And it's like every time I would talk to Dustin like about the comps, he always seemed to have some sort of strategy, and like I just didn't have
well,
that.
And take a look at our season, Steven and Karen too, right? Like they always had some type of strategy. And let's not forget Alex, like Alex and Gina, right? They've probably, like, all of them have played in the org community, and those are the three that with the most comp wins. I do think that there is something to that. I really do.
I'd be curious to know, out of Gina, Dustin, and Alex,
don't forget
how
Penny's
many of them. Yeah, well, I'm just thinking of people that have won the majority of the competition.
The comp winners, the top of the leaderboard.
If any of them actually went back and watched previous seasons, because the only way you can really have a strategy to any of these comps is if you have at least an inkling on how it's been played in previous seasons.
I'm pretty sure they have.
Did you watch any of the previous seasons?
I like started to watch a little bit. I tried to, but not as much as I should have. I should have done more of like the competition just to get a better idea of what the format was like, but I didn't. I was like, this game took a lot, just like in general, like of my like
right
time.
It's a lot.
I love it. Like I'm so glad I did it.
Minimal participation.
Minimal.
I know. I was not like I was not as active as I could have been, but it still took so much out of it still took a lot. But Jonathan, it was so much fun.
Jonathan, did you find yourself like even when there wasn't something going on, like you were constantly thinking about, oh my God, like did I talk to this person? Did I like your day was kind of consumed with the whole game, even though you weren't actually participating in something right at that moment? Because that's how I felt. Like I felt like it was constantly going, even though nothing was happening right at this moment.
Yes. Yeah. Like I was constantly like I was having like anxiety. I'm like, why am I having anxiety?
Okay, so Michael wants to thank you so much for doing the confessionals. As long, the same with us Whippers, we really enjoyed them. And he's sorry he couldn't be here tonight, but that sale, it's a doozy.
Hey, when you got a date with the ass manager.
It was fun doing the confessionals with them.
Yeah, good.
Well, and I think for us, it gives us a little bit more of an insight, right, into the players. And we kind of get to see who you are more, other than whatever voice Andrew has assigned for you for the season.
Which I love, by the way. I love the surfer twink.
Your chill surfer dude voice.
Isn't he great? His mind is just like, you gotta say yes.
Yes, no, I give you so much credit, Andrew. Like I don't I could never do this. Like I give you a lot of props, because like this was a really cool game. Like everything about it was just very creative, and I don't have any creativity like that, so I applaud you.
Thank you. So I guess that answers the question of, did you have fun? I guess that's a...
Yes, I did. I again, I was coming in like a fish out of water, but I had a lot of fun, and I met some really, cool, interesting people. I met Glow out of this, so
Now this season, I've been really busy this season, both with my work and with the Big Brother Cheesecake. So I haven't even had time to think about who the hell would potentially be back for All Stars. But hypothetically, if you were to be asked back for a future season, would you play again?
I think so. I definitely, after this, I definitely need a little break. I do feel a little relieved now that I'm out, but I definitely would do this again. I mean, this was a lot of fun.
And right now, Brooke is typing to Jonathan, we're going to be in an alliance the next season with Veto.
I was going to say, I feel sorry for, maybe I shouldn't say, because it might spoil. I don't know if people know yet or not when All Stars 2 might be happening. So.
Oh, it's season 10. That's fine.
Okay, I was just going to say, I feel sorry for any of the people from season 9 that end up getting cast for season 10. They play the back-to-back.
Curtis and Brazil know that, and Kat and Ryan.
And Kat and
Ryan. Yeah, because they all did that, right? Yeah, the four of them.
And because of COVID, they were closer together. So
very
Brazil
close,
played 2 full seasons, and so did Ryan. Quit early in All Stars, but Brazil, Kat, and Curtis basically played 2 full seasons in a row within a year span.
And did Rhonda play 3, right?
Rhonda played 3, but she didn't play in
The
season
other Rhonda.
4. She played 2,
Yeah.
3, 5. So she had
Yeah.
more. Hers were more scattered.
Yeah. Jonathan, you're going to find out that you're going to go through a little bit of Big Brother Cheesecake withdrawals, and we hope that you can manage through it. We're there in the Jersey house if you want to talk to us at any time.
Thank you very much.
It's weird. It's really weird how it happens, because there's a point of thank God it's over, but then you do get to this point where you were just so like your mind was racing all the time and you were checking your phone all the time, that it gets to a point where it feels like something's missing, because you're just like,
no,
what
no,
isn't right?
Fine, thanks.
She says that, but there were moments.
I went off social media for like 2 months.
That's true.
After.
Yeah, like
we couldn't reach Rhonda.
Talk to anybody ever
Kat
again.
and I legitimately thought Scott had you locked in some basement and that you couldn't get out, and we were trying to get Corey and Andrea to come make sure that you were not like being held against your will. And Corey was like, "No, she's fine. She's totally fine."
Yeah, listen, I had a lot. I had a lot that we had to deal with that season. So anyway, Kat sent me cupcakes and then I messaged back. So that's how that works. If you send me food, see food again.
Yep.
Or alcohol.
Okay, so Jonathan, my usual question that I ask every single week is, who do you think is going to win the game, and who do you want to see win the game?
I know. Okay, this is hard. Like, I don't like, if you asked me like without knowledge on like on what happened with the vote and everything, like I would have said I want Penny to win. You know, I was really rooting for Penny, but I don't.
Me too, Jonathan. Me too.
Yeah.
Team Rhonda.
Yeah, Rhonda just has Penny left. I'll get to that in a second, but go ahead, Jonathan.
But I mean, I have like at this point, I kind of would like to see Dustin win as much as he's been dominating. I mean, I don't know. There's something about his game that I really, really liked, and how he communicated with me. I really like appreciated over other people. So, yeah, I guess Dustin. And who do I think is gonna win? I think either Dustin or Alex. I think Alex has a really good chance too. Alex has played a good game too. I mean, they all have. Everyone who's in there has played a really good game. I think Alex. I'm gonna say I think Alex is gonna win.
So, do you think if Dustin loses or lost, you don't know, but if Dustin loses the veto, that's it? He's gonna be voted out?
I think so. And I think I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to like. I've one like. There's one side of me that's like, I don't care. Like, I'll say anything. Like, I'm out now. So, but I don't want to like ruin anyone's game. But I mean, I think Gina and Dustin. I think we're gonna see one of them. Like this next. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. But that's what I think.
It all depends on how it shakes out and how relationships and votes lie too, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
With like at this point, like anything, the veto probably becomes the most important thing when you get down to, what are we, final 5 now?
Yes.
Yeah. So veto becomes like, HOH is nice for safety and you nominate, but veto is almost king at this point.
So
it'll be interesting.
So Rhonda's down to just Penny, who I think has a good chance of getting to the end, but it's going to be a tough sell for her if she makes it.
Yeah, I don't know how she can like. I don't know how Penny up against all of them can talk her way into like, because like Davey just has that underdog story of being nominated and surviving, right? Like Alex is same with Alex at the beginning.
Davey's been on the block 6 times.
He like.
Yeah, I know. And Dave, yeah, you can't forget about Davey either, because Davey, he has a very compelling story.
I would actually be really scared to go to the end with Davey out of a lot, like, you know, just because I think that's such a compelling, and if he's if he's a very good speaker, I think that he could definitely sell that.
Yeah, that's why I really think Penny and Gina made a big mistake, but we'll see.
And then Joanne has Alex left, who I would have said was toast a month ago, but is now seeming to be in one of the best positions in the house.
He's
so
hanging on.
He did.
I love it.
He did an amazing job recovering from those, especially those early weeks. So good on him.
And he made the right move by
it was all
wanting
the
to get me out.
It was the LBA, which I still think, bravo, Andrew. That was one of your best twists, I think. That worked amazingly.
Thank you. And then Michael obviously has everybody else, Dustin, Gina, and Davey. So statistically, he's in the best position. So, Jonathan, is there anything else you'd like to say?
No, just I had a really good time. I really appreciate being a part of this, and it's been real. You know, I went down. I tried to go down swinging, so I'm glad I was at least able. I was glad I was at least able to cause a tie. So, hey, whatever.
Yeah, we were all like, even Michael was just like, what? You know, and it could have been one of, like, you know, his team going. We were just like, what? Yeah. It was like, Andrew's like, no, it tied. We're like, no, it wasn't. And then we, you know, like we had no idea that. Yeah, so we were all pretty excited. That made our nights.
Just watching the public vote was amazing itself. Just watching it go back and forth. It was like, I couldn't even believe the numbers you guys pulled off. That was amazing.
Yeah. Oh my God. It was a good fight.
All right, well, now it's time to get to the Golden Power Veto ceremony. I'm Gina, aka Jinan, and I've won the Golden Power Veto. I love the veto. I'm gonna put it on my nipple. Oh no, it's falling down. That's because I have a flat nipple. Charlene has the bumpy nipple. Oh wait, that's not a nipple, that's a wart. Ooh, Charlene has boob wart. Anyway, I won the Golden Power Veto. It is my responsibility to potentially save somebody from the chopping block. Dustin, why should I use the Golden Power Veto to save you? Gina, you have been my bestie in this game. I love you to death. We worked really, really hard together the entire game, and we beasted out that chess competition, Kings, when we were down 3-2 and 3 were against us. We did it. So, you earned it, and you should use the Golden Power Veto to save yourself. I love you so much. If only you were straight, I would let you beep me in my beep. And we can make a video of it too, so I can watch it over and over again with Mike. But I have decided for the 10th week in a row, I'm going to use the Golden Power Veto to save myself. Alex, since I vetoed one of your nominations, you must name a replacement nominee. Oh, you are so exhausting, yes. But anyway, this is nothing personal. I love working with you. I feel like this round is fairly straightforward, yes. I have a lot of respect for Dustin. He's played a masterful game. He has been running the game since day one, and I think we all agreed it's time for him to go, regardless of who I put on. So again, it is nothing personal, but my replacement nominee is Penny. And with that, this Golden Power Veto ceremony is adjourned. Dustin or Penny, who will be evicted from the Big Brother Cheesecake 8 house, get impeached from Congress, lose their shot at the $800 cash prize, and become the 5th member of the jury, joining Globe, Curtis, Zaki, and Jonathan, finishing in 5th place. Find out tomorrow and who will rise to power and become the new head of household. I'm Andrew Chef Moonbest. Take care, and remember, the best way to predict your future is to create it. Good night.